This morning we have Sheikh Tofik, a member of the Division 1 League Board, a usual suspect on the platform with us. Good morning, Sheikh, and thanks for the time. You have a board meeting today?
No.
Oh, okay. You once said that when we see you in jackets, blazers, then you have some crucial meetings or Division 1 League Board meetings.
I have meetings today, but not
a Division 1 League Board meeting. Okay. Nana Kweku Mensah Kaninja, the Yankee man, is here. Nana, I trust you're doing well.
I'm fine, Michael.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm around.
I was told you went on a self-imposed exile, as far as this show is concerned.
Not true. Not entirely true.
Yeah. Demu didn't tell the truth.
No. I've been around.
You've been around.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been around.
Okay. We have about half an hour, and we'll commit that to the GFA elections. I'm hosting Sheikh for the first time since the roadmap was released. And so, Sheikh, let me give you the time. From the release of the roadmap to the confirmation that the election will take place in Tamale to the picking of forms, we understand that over 30 people have picked forms to contest for the Executive Council slot. And for the presidential forms, we have confirmed that 2 candidates have picked. There could be more, but at least the sitting president, Kurt Simeon Edwin Okraku, and George Akwesi Efriye, former vice president of the Football Association, we can confirm have all picked forms to contest the upcoming elections. Sheikh, your take on the release of the roadmap, which I personally spoke about, and showed concerns over the delay to the release of the roadmap. Finally, we got it on Thursday. Friday was a holiday. So Monday, the opening of the picking of forms, which ends tomorrow. Some have criticized that the period is too short for people to organize themselves, get the forms, get the required number of clubs and other affiliate members of the Football Association to endorse for them and also complete the filing process. Not too sure what your take on all these issues are.
Okay, Michael, a very good morning to our viewers. It appears the white is becoming too much.
You are now getting there.
Yes, you were born with it. Mine is stress. Anyway, first of all,
don't worry. Once you sit by very close to me every day, don't worry, you get it.
I don't think that's the reason why.
In abundance.
Michael, it's good that the roadmap is out. There were a lot of commentaries, as you indicated, with regards to the delay of the roadmap. But even within that period, I kept saying that anybody who wanted to wait for the roadmap before he starts campaigning for a position is not serious. And we saw it. Those who were serious started even before the roadmap was announced. The football election is a constituency election made up of 124 people, very identifiable. So going to them, appealing to their conscience and emotions, letting them understand what you stand for isn't difficult at all. There are so many ways you can reach out to them. But then, if after an election you disappear, whether you won or you did not win, you disappear, and reappear when it is months to another election, they will punish you. You have not shown that you have good relations with them. And you have not given them the cause to believe that when you come, you'll be able to do what you have been telling them. So it is good that the roadmap is out. We now know how much you need to use for your filing, the period and everything. Michael, for those who think that the 5 days period for picking forms and filing, submitting is very short, they have their opinions. But the truth of the matter is that I was even thinking the 5 days was too much. I was thinking 3 days. If indeed the football people like you and they want you to represent them in any capacity, either ESCO or the FA presidential position, you don't need more than 1 day to get your forms endorsed. If you are not going to pick the form on Monday...
But Sheikh, you also, if you say you don't need more than, you admit that the people who will be filing are from different parts of the region,
Michael,
of like different parts of the countries, different regions, and the filing cannot be done online. The filing you must come to Accra
Michael,
to do it.
this is a modern world that we find ourselves in. If me, Sheikh Tofik, I am supported by Nations FC, Wasonta FC, Tamale City FC, Dreams FC, whatever, and I want to stand for an ESCO position, before even I pick my forms, all those who will sign for me are aware.
Yes, but you would have to get the forms to them for them to endorse.
Michael, in this world, have we stopped scanning documents? Have we stopped doing that? The point I am making is that if indeed the people want you to represent them and they have trust in you, you don't need more than 1 day to get your forms endorsed.
Okay.
My whole thing is, if you are going to pick the form on Monday and now come around to look for clubs to endorse your form for you, you have no business contesting. No. You are picking form on Monday. I feel no endorse one amount.
No, if you say look for, the forms must be taken to the people to endorse. That is different from looking for people to endorse.
And
you may
I'm
have
saying
spoken
that
to the people.
Please
Okay,
listen
there's
to
an
me very
agreement-
well, Michael.
There's an agreement for them.
Listen to
endorse
me
the
very
form.
well. I'm saying that there is different from looking for people to endorse
Yes.
and taking the forms to them to endorse.
Yes.
You understand? I am talking about looking for people to endorse. As for the endorsement, if you will get the endorsement, then
Well,
why do you complain?
I don't know of anybody who is looking for people to endorse.
So there shouldn't be any complaint. If I'll have people to endorse for me that very day that I pick the forms, I have no cause to complain.
No, the question I'm asking is that it's not as if the people are concentrated at a particular place.
Michael,
And
I
people-
understand.
And people have reasons because there are some that, for instance, if someone is contesting on the ticket of Division 1 and needs 5-7 clubs to endorse the form for the person may not want to be seen. And let's say if I'm contesting and I'm coming from Zone
Michael.
3, I would not want to be seen as a rep for Division 1 Zone
listen
3.
to me.
So ideally, I'd want to get people in Zone 1, Zone 2,
That is your
Zone
thinking.
3.
Wait, Michael. If
So
I am
you
contesting
let's-
for a position, I keep using myself as an example.
Okay, let's go ahead. Your point is well made.
Getting people from even Tamale or Bolga or Boko, if they are delegates, to be in Accra to endorse my forms, it shouldn't be a problem for me.
Okay,
Why should it be a problem? Then I'm not ready.
okay.
If I am ready for the position, this should be a very simple thing for me to do. Now, we are hearing reports that they are over. In fact, you mentioned over 30 people who have, filed for the ESCO slots.
Who have picked forms.
Who have picked forms to file for the ESCO slots. Well, that's why you use over 30, because I know the numbers are really traveling. Yes.
Okay.
Now, the indication this gives me is that the football product, the football brand, the football leadership has become so attractive such that football people want to go up there and serve. That is the indication that I am getting.
The indication that you are getting.
Yes.
Is
Because
that-
if you look at the number of people, even you, if we had not stopped you, you would have picked forms to contest.
Who had not stopped me?
We.
If you say we, I don't have any intentions of contesting. And if I had, I'm sure apart from Mr. Edward Mauto, president of my club, I don't think that anybody is in the position.
When I say we, it
to
means
personally
when I
stop
say
you.
we, there is somebody who will stop you. So
Okay,
that one there.
but in all
They
sincerity,
are.
I don't have any intentions.
Jack Biawa
We will
Nikela.
contest future elections, but not this one.
Jack Biawa Nikela. So the point I am making, Michael,
I'm saying
is
that we will contest future elections,
Michael,
in different capacity,
yes.
either for ESCO or for GFA president. But
Or-
in this particular election, the time is not due.
Or mainstream party politics. And I end there.
Well, we are losing that ambition.
Oh, okay.
As we speak now, we find the football more lucrative than partisan.
Beautiful. So
And
you
a
have
bigger
even
opportunity to
you have
serve.
even added me another word, lucrative,
Okay.
and bigger opportunities.
It has always been lucrative.
Very good. So the inspiration that I am drawing from the large numbers
Okay.
is that the football brand, which was killed, which was destroyed in 2018 by ANAS. We had a normalization committee that came to try the process of restoring it. And then getting an association, a proper formalized association in 2019 to start, which was also truncated at a point because of COVID, within 3 years, has become so attractive that everybody who finds himself in the football enclave and is a well-meaning football person wants to climb up onto the ESCO or to the presidential position and serve football. It tells you a lot of work has gone into it.
Okay, but Sheikh, there's another school that is interpreting.
As for the schools, there will be many.
Yes, there's another school that is interpreting the huge number or the rush to contest the ESCO elections as majority of the present ESCO members not living up to expectation.
So,
and for that matter, the people within football wanting change.
So is the reason why I say, as for the schools, there will be many. But my school is what I am talking about. I feel that the people have seen the product to be on the rise. The people have seen progress. The people have seen the brand being transformed and want to be part of the track that is transforming the brand. And Michael, again, if you look at the ESCO and the numbers that are filing or picking forms for the ESCO and compared to the presidency, according to you, we only have two people now. The incumbent president and George Afriyie. They are the two who are contesting for the presidency. That is Kurt and George. Now, when the elections committee, through the ESCO, announced that the filing fee for the presidency is 50,000, a lot of people were speaking against that amount of money. Compare that filing fee to the filing fee of the ESCO. I feel that if the filing fee for the ESCO had also been 50,000 or the presidency 100,000, ESCO 50,000, maybe the numbers wouldn't have been as many as we are seeing. In previous elections, under Kwesi Nyantakyi, we saw people buying popularity in this country with just 5,000 cedis. And because it is
you have 2 minutes.
Because it is the GFA elections, the moment anybody pops up that he wants to contest, he will get the media to be behind him to cover. And then they gain popularity with that by filing for maybe 5,000 Ghana cedis. But today it is 50,000, and you see a lot of people are moving away. When the going gets tough, it is the tough that gets going. Clearly, there is an indication, there is an item that is showing that to become the GFA president, it has been elevated to a certain level. And when you are able to get there, indeed, you have also come. You have come to stay. So for me, all that is happening en route to the elections, whatever we are seeing today, is an indication that the brand football in this country is changing and people want to associate now.
Okay. Nana Kweku Mensah Kaninja, I know that there are different interpretations, but your take on the happenings within the football circles as far as the Football Association's election is concerned?
First of all, let me take this opportunity to send my profound gratitude to Diganes Ajenkwa, the man who has made, AstroTurf popular in this country, Robert Tekoman, for this beautiful, gift.
Oh, okay.
He told me he bought it when he was coming from Maryland. Okay. And in this country, it's me and Dr. Okoboy who has this same brand.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me thank him very much for his true humility and everything he has done so far.
Okay.
Now, Michael, the roadmap and the guidelines to GFA elections. You see, I was raising a lot of questions about how the roadmap seems to appear on paper and how things will pan out after the elections. Now, reasons being that if you check, how do we go by, Michael, having a presidential election and leaving out the regional and district elections? Now we know how crucial and important the RFA chairmen are when it comes to GFA presidential election, right?
Yeah.
Now, if a reigning RFA chairman endorsed the current GFA president for him to win the elections, then during the regional elections, it happens that the same RFA chairman who endorsed the current sitting president loses the regional election. What happens to the coming RFA chairman? Does it mean that the outgoing RFA chairman took the decision by endorsing the president who is coming to rule for 4 years, then me coming to the office for 4 years, I never had any say who becomes my president or whom I think I have to work with? Can it be so, Michael? So I think that per that particular order, having the presidential election before the regional election and the district elections doesn't make sense to me. To my point of view, it doesn't make sense. I feel that we should have started the elections from the district level to the regional level so that the people that will be elected into office will have the impetus to decide whoever they want to work with or whoever leads the association for the next 4 years. Because there is a tendency that RFA chairmen that are singing praises here and there, moving here and there, endorsing the current FA president, might, to some extent, lose the regional elections. So what happens to the incoming ones that did not have any say when it comes to choosing the person that they think can lead the association and lead very, very well? Now, Michael, with regards to the number of people that have picked forms to contest for the executive council members, it is straightforward. Michael, people don't like the direction and the decisions of the current executive council. That is the more reason why people want to be seen also there.
That is also another school.
Yes, people want to go there.
3 schools.
People want to go there to contest. People feel that there are so many things that could have been done, or there are so many things that could have been in the line of making our game better, but they still think the capacity of the current executive council have not lived up to the billing. That is the reason why people still want to go to the executive council to go and contest, because that is the corridors of power. That is where the strong decisions of Ghana football are made. So people now don't want to see the idol become toothless bulldogs, white elephant, for people to go there to make decisions. So this morning on radio, I make it clear that I simply can't fathom the reason why the executive council level of Ghana Football Association, there is no House of Folk rep, neither Asante Kotoko rep. Then what kind of football are we running? How possible can that one be? Go to Spain and see the people that have the capacity to call shots. How can the executive council of the Royal Football Federation of Spain make decisions excluding House and Kotoko reps? How would that one be possible? Now, how would that one? How can you convince me this one will be possible in Spain? Likewise in Germany. How can the Duce football be so popular and better when Bayern Munich, Dortmund, they don't have reps when it comes to the corridors of power of German football? So I think that, Michael, to a large extent, Haas and Kotoko, they've also failed to take up responsibility. And they are also part of the reason why Division 1 reps, smaller clubs are making decisions and the football is going this particular way.
But Haas and Kotoko have same number of delegates as the other clubs.
I don't have any problem. What I'm talking about is the people that make bold and strong decisions how football should go. And you and I know for a fact that majority of those decisions goes to the executive council level. And that is where we don't have Kotoko rep. That is where we don't have Asante Kotoko rep. Now, for the case of Kotoko, you can talk about George Amuaku, because George Amuaku went to the executive council on the ticket of Asante Kotoko. But eventually, Kotoko removed him from office. So he's now on the ticket of King Faisal. I don't know if he will be, going again. But what I'm saying is that, Michael, it is so important for Hassan Kotoko to appear on the Executive Council for the next 4 years. I have not heard anything about whether House will be bringing a representative or Kotoko will be making a representative available for this particular campaign. But I still believe that the betterment of Ghana football, House and Kotoko should have a say. Come on, Michael, the people that we should be worried about is the RFA chairman. They play a crucial role in our football. If you don't know, they are the overseers.
In fact, the core mandate of the Football Association lies with the RFA.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They are supposed to be the development agents.
So if you see RFA chairman putting up this kind of attitude,
what attitude?
Feeling so big, bossy, and happy in camera, telling the whole world, oh, no, you support. Fine, no problem. We don't have any problem about it. Because it falls within their legitimate right to choose who they want to support. But chairman, or Michael, in as much as...
call me chairman, let me feel good.
Call
me chairman, let me feel good.
Oh, chairman, chief executive officer, chairman for Nagod. You see?
No, I'm not, please, if you go to Nagod, chairman is there, please. I don't want any trouble. So, the chairman and president is Mr. Edward Mauto.
I admit. So, Michael, so on a more serious note,
yes,
in as much as it falls within their legitimate right to choose whoever they want to, vote for, I still think that they should be mindful and know that majority of the works and development of our football lies in the hands of this RFA chairman. And they shouldn't take this kind of opportunity for granted. They shouldn't be so happy simply because their salaries has been increased by 3 times what they were earning since 2019. If that is the basis of their happiness, then I think Ghana football, the future looks certainly in shambles, because a lot depends on this RFA people.
Okay.
Now, Michael.
No, you have to be wrapping up. 30 seconds.
Yeah. In conclusion to all that I'm saying, I still also believe that the 50 cities was also a right call. Like Sheikh,
50,000.
The 50,000.
It was 50 cities.
No, the 50,000 was also a right call. Like Sheikh rightly said, we saw people making or taking advantage of the amount of money being put on whoever becomes the GFA.
The filing fee.
Yeah, the filing fee. For them to become popular in this country, and eventually they contributed to nothing when it comes to the last election that we had. So I do think that the 50,000 can also be the basis of we not seeing that large number of people picking forms to contest for the GFA presidency.
Okay. Thank you very much, Nana Kweku Mensah.